didn't sleep the whole ride here. Just pulling up to the river farm. Yesterday we came in here and hanging hunted back here on the river, and we decided to go in about, I think maybe 300 yards or so from where I killed my buck on the 29th of October, just to get back in there. I've always wanted to hunt back in there. Just a sweet spot. Tons of sign in there, huge rubs, big trails. So yesterday we went in there, had a sweet encounter on our way in. I think a little 4-pointer was rubbing a tree, so that was really sweet. And we were down in the river, and he was about 10 yards away, and just kind of a cool little encounter. But ended up seeing probably, I don't know, 12 or 15 different deer. Nothing, that hunter wants to shoot. But today is the last morning of the archery season before the shotgun split, and shotgun season starts tomorrow. So we just figured we'd leave the stands. We got the stands in there. It's a little bit before 5:30. We're getting in here a little early, so hopefully we can have a good morning and hopefully get Hunter on his first Iowa deer. There's one to stand. Two good bucks up there, I think. And just get your bow ready. I'll come up in here.
That one doe must be really hot.
Well, it's about 10:30. We've had a heck of a morning in here, kind of just like we figured we would. I bet we've seen probably 35 or 40 different deer this morning. Couple good bucks Hunter said he saw out in the beans out to our southeast. And then, a couple little bucks came cruising through here, one early, a couple does. And then, just I think a little bit after 10 o'clock, we had, I don't know, probably 20, 25 different deer. We had bucks chasing one doe in here, and things kind of got crazy there for a little while. But they kind of worked their way out into that bean field again and worked up that hill, so not real sure where they all went, but there's a bunch of deer in here, and it's an awesome spot. Hunter and I were just talking about wondering how many does were still in heat, and definitely one of them still was, and she looked like she was a mature doe. So, you hear a lot of guys talk about some of these, fawns and yearling does that come into heat later on, but that doe that was getting chased right there, she was an older, more mature looking doe. So, this kind of goes to show, there still can be a little bit of magic left in the woods, but normally this time of year, not too much. It's starting to dwindle down. So anyway, we just got to talking, and we thought we were kind of stupid if we don't get back in here this afternoon. We're getting hungry. We need to go get something to eat, and I think we're going to pull that stand down, probably move it further east tonight and get back further in. We feel like we're in a good spot here. We're just not quite in the chips where we'd like to be. So we're going to get down as quiet as we can. Probably leave all of our camera stuff and our standing sticks in here. We'll pick it up on our way back through. We got a northwest wind this afternoon, which isn't really set up good for the beans, but any deer coming from the north working out into those beans to the east, we should be pretty good there. So last day before shotgun season. Hopefully we can get it done this afternoon.
Alright guys, me and Drake just got back in here. We're about in the same spot where we hunted this morning. We actually moved our set probably 150 yards to our east. The reason we moved it here was because that's where we saw a majority of the movement the past two sits that we've been here. So we're hoping that we'll be in more of a killing spot, I guess. But tonight we are actually closer to the beans as well. So even if we don't kill anything tonight, I think we'll at least see a lot of deer out here on these beans. They were all over it this morning, so hopefully they'll be moving about as good tonight. But tomorrow is opening day of shotgun season, so we are hoping to somehow get lucky and put a buck on the ground. But if not, we still got late muzz. I know Drake's going to be late muzz hunting. I think I'm going to get one too. But anyways, we're going to sit in tight and get quiet, and hopefully deer will start moving here soon. That's a nice deer there. Is that him or is that the other deer? There comes another deer behind you.
That's the deer.
Oh yeah. Yep, that's a big deer. That's a really big deer. He's got some huge brow tines.
Trying to get our wind.
Yeah. Yeah, he's sniffing.
Holy cow, I just saw it brow.
Yeah, he's got huge brow tines.
Holy cow.
Huge brow tines. He's walking. Keeps on trying to smell us.
Look at that screen.
He's looking. Nope. Gosh, he's freaking huge. That's the biggest 8-pointer I've ever seen.
He wants it, man. The river's too much more. We're getting down to about the last couple minutes of daylight here, and man, that was an awesome encounter with that buck. He came out of the thick stuff on the other side of the river and worked his way into the bean field. There were some does out in front of him. We were catching glimpses of him up there in that thick stuff, and he worked his way out there. He was the last buck to come out there behind those does, and I told Hunter, get ready. After I grunted a couple times, he was definitely every bit interested. I snort wheezed. He walked over here, made a big scrape right there, and then he still wanted to come, it seemed like, but he just didn't see anything over here. Obviously, we couldn't move because he was looking. I mean, we were within probably about 100, 120 yards of him, maybe a little closer, but the brows on that deer are insane. He's a good deer. That's not a deer that we've had any history with or any pictures with or anything, but like I keep coming back to, said last night, it's kind of fun to just come in here and learn this piece. Never hunted back in here, never run cameras back in here, so it was kind of cool to just come in here and hang and hunt and just, see a big buck while we're just back here trying to observe and get Hunter on his first Iowa deer. But it's been an awesome day in here. We've probably seen over 45, 50 deer on the whole day. Had a really good day this morning. Just a good way to close out the first part of the Iowa bow season here. So we'll definitely be back in here at some point. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a second gun tag or if I'm going to get a late muzzleloader tag, but I definitely imagine we'll be back in here at some point. So as far as tomorrow goes, tomorrow's Saturday, I think we're going to go up to my buddy Justin's and get the muzzleloader sighted in. That's pretty much what I'll be using all shotgun season and all late muzzleloader. I got the new Banner 2 scope from Bushnell put on it and got it bore sighted, so we're just going to fine tune it tomorrow. Hopefully we can get it shooting lasers and be set up for late season. So if anything else comes out tonight, we'll bring it to you. If not, we'll be shooting the guns tomorrow.